Position is a CSS property. Naturally, we'll start with its values. Position has 4 values: static, relative, absolute, and fixed. By default, all page elements are set to static position. As long as a page element's position is not static, then this element is a positioned element. Try to memorize the concept of positioned element. You will need it later. Absolute position and fixed position will take selected elements out of normal flow. Static position and relative position will keep selected elements in normal flow. So first, let's start with the simple one, relative position. It's simple because it will still keep the selected element in normal flow. First, let's create a div and set its position to relative. If we refresh the page, we can see nothing has changed. The relative position is still staying in its original place. None of its neighbours have been affected either. So memorize this conclusion. If you only set a page element to relative position, nothing will happen. But this is a very desirable character of relative position, and it's given it a new job. We'll learn about this later, but for now, just take down this conclusion on your notebook. Next, let's relocate the relative positioned element. But first, we need to meet the 4 assistants of positioned elements. They are left, right, top, and bottom. Using them, we can relocate positioned elements. But remember, they only work with positioned elements. These 4 assistants accept pixel value as well as percentage value. As usual, we'll start with pixel value. Let's create a div and give it an initial location using margin. Then we set it to relative position. And next, we relocate the div using the 4 assistants. Compare all the experiment results. What kinds of conclusion can you get? Well, a relative position moves the selected element based on its original place. This is why relative position has the word relative in its name. If we create another program, and we create a few divs and pick a random one from them, we can set that selected div to relative position. And by doing so, we can see that nothing has changed so far. Then we move the div using top and left. The selected div has been moved to a new place. But can you see anything interesting with this experiment's result? Well, according to our previous experience, if we relocate a div, then its neighbouring div will also be affected. But this time, things are different. The relative position div has not caused any influence to its neighbours. It seems that the browser doesn't even know that we've relocated it. Well, this is the biggest and the most important character of relative position. It moves the selected element without causing any influence to anything else.